I'm pretty sure this was, of course, inevitable and something that nearly everyone and their dad, of course, saw was going to be happening. But for those of you who haven't seen this by now, we recently got some news that says that Sony's Spider-Man universe is dead. Bummer, Sony's Spider-Man universe is reportedly going on hold after the release of Kraven the Hunter. Sony is shifting its focus to Spider-Man related projects, including Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland, the animated Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse movie, and the live-action Spider-Noir series starring Nicolas Cage. This decision follows mixed reception and lackluster performance of previous Spider-Man universe films like Morbius and Madam Web. While the universe, in its current form, is paused or concluded, there's potential for a revival or reimagining in the future. Again, there's some key things that were, of course, said there. Obviously, the fact is that this won't be the end of, the future of probably Spider-Man spin-off movies and all that type of stuff. Again, we know their universe, for the most part, failed, and a lot of their projects were things that no one really went to go and see. But in saying that, the Spider-Man IP is way too massive and way too big for them not to do something with this project and these films. Of course, I think it's good that they're not making any more of these Sony spin-off movies without Spider-Man. It makes a ton of sense. But in saying that, the money bag will be there eventually, I think, for Tom Holland to not only continue these, I think, Spider-Man films, but also to maybe do a film with like the Sinister Six or something like that. Again, I reported previously on this channel as well that Sony were developing a Sinister Six movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple years, when all the bad news and negative talk on this Sony universe has died down, that Sony go up to, Tom Holland's Spider-Man and be like, look, we want to do a Sinister Six movie, we want to get Tom Hardy involved, we want to get Jared Leto as Morbius, all these type of characters and things, right? And Tom Holland will get offered a big bag and, legitimately won't be able to say no. I wouldn't be surprised at all, and I think that will be the reality. And look, it was only a couple months ago as well that I talked about on this channel that the Agent Venom film was reportedly in development. So even though that might not be happening now, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony inevitably have plans for that in the future, and we could maybe be seeing something like that, happen one day. But again, there's a lot of ifs and buts with Spider-Man right now and what the future of these films are, of course, going to be looking like. The reality is, for now, though, we're not going to be getting another Venom movie. We're not going to be getting another, Kraven the Hunter movie unless this movie makes $1 billion, which, again, I think it's projected to be the least earning opening weekend out of all the Sony Universe movies, and that's in a timeline that has Madam Web. So yeah, I'm not exactly too sure. I think these will be the last ones for now, but don't be surprised if Sony, again, the amount that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be able to do for these upcoming Avengers movies is going to be insane on the box office, and I think that Sony will see that, and they're going to want to capitalize on this. And I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire side projects get put in the work, especially with how the, Sony are not worrying about these spin-off films anymore. Again, I think they will worry about some Tobey Maguire stuff, worry about some Andrew Garfield stuff, and in my opinion, they should be pouring all their resources into a Spider-Man animated universe. Again, I know there's been rumors that the directors and creators of those films haven't been getting along with Sony, but if I was them, I would appoint those guys to be like the James Gunn and, Dave Filoni type characters of these universes, and get them to make a film series that includes not only these Spider-Verse films, but an animated Spider-Woman film, maybe even an Andrew Garfield animated Spider-Man movie, or even an animated Sinister Six, something like that. There is so many things they could be doing. Again, an animated villain film we talked about as well is potentially in the work. They could be really looking to explore a lot of these projects that are really cool. And yeah, I don't know why they just don't put their full attention to those films, which I think they will inevitably be doing. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment all your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you guys think about Sony and their Spider-Man universe and what's going on with all of that? Let me know. Of course, subscribe to my gaming channels, which is this one, my IRL/vlogging channel and my sports channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.